In this episode, I am going to check once more with bowls and fat and see whether I can get it to work. But in the meantime, while I've got the fat rendering down, and you can see behind me I've got fat boiling away. In the meantime, I'm going to have a look at another set of changes. So, first of all, I understand that we can now dig up cattail roots with a shovel, and it's going to be quicker than digging them up with a knife. So let's go and have a look at that and see whether that actually works. I'm expecting monsters, so let's go and see if we can find some cattail roots. I can already see them, and then we will dig them up with a shovel. Here we go. Ooh, a resin. This is certainly a seed I'm going to play. I wonder what that is. Oh my word. That is quicker. Did I get the root? Where's the root? It says you can dig cattail roots up with a shovel. That's the cattail. Well, on the plus side, it's a lot quicker than using a knife, but on the minus side, it destroys the cattail root. Wow. I mean, however quickly you want extra storage on your back early in the game, it really is not the same if you want extra food, because I've always cut with a knife. I've cut the reeds off to start with and then got myself some storage very quickly, not as quickly as the shovel, I hasten to add. But then I have used the knife to then collect cattail roots, because early in the game you can't always confirm that you've got enough food. So they've always been a, sort of emergency set of food for me. I want to look. Oh, it was a deer. Right, I'm out here in this beautiful evening sunlight, proving to myself that we can still harvest cattails with a knife. It's one of the things I suddenly thought, right, okay, it's faster with a shovel, but and there we are, cattail roots in this beautiful evening sunlight. That still works. I would like to kill a fox. Now I might take damage here. Can we kill a fox, or are they going to escape? Come here. Whoa. They're too fast for me. We'll go back home and we'll spawn one in. Spawn it in to die. But what I've been told is that they now drop specific hides, so that a fox and a raccoon, I believe, will drop in a specific hide for that animal. What is that? Oh my gosh, we've got lead. And it will say that we are able to make those into fur hats. So we shall look like Davy Crockett. But I would like to see that for myself. And I suppose the other slight wish I have is that if they drop animal-specific hides, I mean, I'm not that fussed about running around with a dead animal on my head. But I do see the value in having floor coverings. Let's have a look at this. actually, I'm going to spawn a hide in. Let's assume that they do drop the things. Let's assume that they do drop specific hides. Ah, right. A lot of people said, are you sure that you can't get this fat out with a bowl? They were saying that you have to keep right clicking until the bowl is full. And this may be where I went wrong. And the answer is no. It's still 12 litres there, so I cannot get the liquid fat out with a bowl. All right, well, we've established that. Right, back to the raccoon hides. When the, let's go to game mode 2. When the fat has solidified in that bowl, we'll try again. Right, let's try a fox hide. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Raw fox hide, oiled fox hide, soaked fox hide, salted fox hide. Good Lord. Oh, look at the Arctic fox ones. Wow. And this is what the hats look like. Oh, we have red foxtail hats, a red foxtail fur trapper hat, and an Arctic foxtail hat. Oh my gosh. Let's look at foxes. Right. Oiled fox hide. Yeah, rendered fat, and 2 fox hides will make 3. No, 1 to 1. It's 1 to 1. It's 1 to 1. Okay, that's fine. So that's the oiled fox hide. Salted fox hide, you put salt with it. That gives you the salted fox hide, and that is perishable. Oh, the soaked fox hide, you soak it in lime water. Good grief. And then you scrape the hair from it there. Right. Okay. The fox kits. Now, so, red foxtail hat. No recipe. All right. Foxtail pelt. You create that by curing, and that's an ingredient for all sorts of things. How interesting. Arctic foxtail hat. No recipe. Right. Red fox fur trapper hat. No recipe. Yeah, I'm getting the fact that you can get the hides, but I don't think the recipes are there yet. Okay, so we will not go on a fox killing spree just yet. Let's try the raccoons. Here we are, raccoon tail hat. Do not sing Davy Crockett. Though his, I think, were beaver hats. Yeah, we've definitely got the hides. We've got the recipes for that, but not yet the hats. Or does it show you with a salted raccoon hide? Salted hides can still be treated like rye water. No. Soaked raccoon hide, used in leather working. Okay. Oh, look at this. You can scrape it, can be placed on the ground. So, raccoon pelt. Oh, curable. All right. That cures into an oil raccoon hide. Let's find this oiled raccoon hide. All right. Can be used to make pelts. Yeah, during this time the oil hide will be kept anywhere or even thrown on the ground. You can hover your cursor over the hide. I wonder whether this oil raccoon hide, let's spawn one in. We want an oiled, whoa, oiled raccoon hide. Now, can this be placed on the ground? This is what I want. Oh, it can. Oh. And what about the fork? Wonderful. Right, we've got an oiled Arctic fox hide, an oiled fox hide. These are the normal oiled pelts we are used to. Oh, the sun bear's so small. I've never killed a sun bear. Now, one of the things it does say is that we can remove the bear heads from a bear pelt when it's on the ground. I quite like having the bear heads. So it looks to me that we can use these as ground cover. Look at the furry tails, but they don't have heads. I'm not sure I dislike that. So we can have raccoon fur hats, but we don't have the recipes yet. That's okay with me. That's all right with me. Right, we have got some new colours for Papyrus. It was very green, and these new colours have got much more brown in them, but they are beautiful. I think this basket is absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, that's the chest. The basket is gorgeous, the chest is magnificent. And look at the bee skep, isn't that nice? Now, they were much greener, and what they've added is brown. You used to be able to get these with red clay, would be the normal sort of dark grey colour. They're now going to be this brown. This is going to be brown. If you look at a lot of these pots, look at the amount of brown in them. I mean, there's, you know, that's a sort of rusty colour. But if you look at that's brown, that's brown, that's brown, brown, I think. So basically the world is turning browner and browner. That's going to please my friend Rowley, but not so good for me. So we are moving to a browner world, and it's a bit difficult because you can see my choice of colours are blues, purples, pale colours, so that the travertine is perfect for me. And you can see that I would automatically pick towards the blue end of the scale. Even the cloth I pick up would be the purple one. So it is much more difficult for me when everything turns brown, particularly this early one. But the game is not designed for me. It's designed for all of us, and I'm sure some people love brown. Another new feature is that we can now store flower pots on shelves. We can store them on the top or the bottom, but we can't put flowers in when they're on a shelf. That was what I was wanting to check, because I had a thought that we might be able to put flowers on the top of a shelf, but no, when you try to put the flowers in, it requires fertile ground. But as someone who's stored a lot of flower pots on the floor, I think this is a huge step forwards. I think that's great, so that's a plus for me. Oh, we can't put that there. That is now rendered, it's solidified. This fat has solidified. So let's take one of our bowls. Let's press Control and right to get it to empty. It's now an empty bowl. So if I right click on here, and I'm right clicking again and again, because some of you said maybe it, you know, it was, I hadn't clicked enough, it still regards itself as empty. So it is true that we are not going to be able to get this solidified rendered fat, which is over here, this stuff, which is what you need to make the oil lamps until we have a saw. That's an early game nerf, isn't it? A lot of us, I think, have used oil lamps for permanent storage. You know, when we've got our little earth huts, you've always been able to bake a clay bowl and then kill something and sacrifice one of your fat to make an oil lamp so that you've got permanent light. Other than that, the only permanent light is torch holders. That's an early game nerf. I'm not keen on that, but then the game's not made for me. Now, I have heard that we have a new forge model, so let's see whether we do. Oh, we do. Oh my, I see. So it's an open forge. How interesting. So you presumably put the coal here, and I presume it won't fall out. Okay, look at that. I can see it's darker at the top, but it's not as smart as the old forge, is it? You're getting... Right, let's pop that to one side. I suspect we're going to be trying forging later. There are a lot of changes, so we will keep that. Okay, let's get a tool rack. Now, let's look at the tongs that I've got down here. These are our wooden tongs. Durability 50 out of 50. Oh my gosh. Right. So that's our basic tongs, but new tongs have been added. Now the first ones will probably make a copper. And let me take that back. The durability of the copper tongs is 500. And I have to say that I absolutely love that design. We've then got black bronze, 1400. And I mentioned black bronze because I think they're going to look spectacular in a forge. They've got that sort of smoke covered look. But also if we look at this, steel tongs, 5,000. Gosh. Well, I don't mind the fact that the wooden tongs have durability. It's always seemed odd to me they didn't. I think the design for the new tongs is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. I presume you forged those. Those look fantastic. That's another sort of... It's another thing to think about on tool durability, but on the other hand, they look so good. I'm happy with that change. I think it actually adds to the game. I looked at the pictures carefully on the website about this update, and I was pretty shocked about one of the paintings I saw, in that I thought that it had a naked woman, and I thought, surely not. Oops, painting. So, have we got any new... Yeah, this is it, look. Oh my gosh. I feel I'm heading into pornography here. But let's go into game mode 2. Creative set. Let's go to painting. Do I know all these paintings? I've seen the Huntress one. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Sunken Ruin, I know. Yeah, I'm familiar with all these. Uncle, I haven't seen. I don't know if these are new to this update or just new to me. But I think we should have a look at them. Another one of Butterfly. Have these been added without my knowing? Family. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. While we're in here, let's go to travertine. And let's take some nice blocks. Right, we'll get rid of you temporarily. Alright, and let's go and build ourselves a painting wall. Block our beautiful view of the sea. But let's have a look at these paintings. Now, the ones I haven't seen, and I'm not saying they didn't exist, are Family, very jolly. This is Uncle. Oh, he's fishing in a fishing boat. Iris, I love. That's my colour scheme. The Butterfly, I love. But the one I thought, surely not. Let's just pop this right in there. Good grief. Guys, am I imagining things? Has she got a corset in, or is she actually naked? That's something I did not expect to find, a picture of a naked woman. Wow. And of course, if it is a picture of a naked woman, the question is, who is she? Who is she modelled on? Some questions there, my friends, some questions there. Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode. We've covered quite a wide variety of things, but look at the colour behind me. This game is getting so dense with different things and so interesting. Obviously, I'm not a fan of some of the changes, but I am a fan of most of the changes. And there is still more to go. This is a huge update. Please, please, join me in the next episode. Bye-bye, my friends.